Rim Country News brought to you by Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. Same stop, different horses since 1916. And by Terlucas and Brandt, CPA PLLC, with a long history of providing quality CPA services right here in Rim Country. On this Thursday, November 18th, for Tano TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson with your Rim Country News headlines. Well, in news from just a little north of us, a former Coconino County official who went on to oversee Navajo County's health department was sentenced yesterday to 9 months in jail, that for misusing public monies to cover more than $84,000 in personal expenses over a 6-year span. 47-year-old Jeffrey Preston Lee pleaded guilty last month to 1 felony count of theft and 2 felony counts of violating his duties as a custodian of public money. His plea agreement called for probation on 2 of the 3 convictions and restitution payments of $82,500 to Coconino County and $1,700 to Navajo County. Since Lee was sentenced to probation on the 3rd conviction, prosecutors say he was required to serve at least 9 months in jail. Well, the case was filed in Coconino County, where Lee previously worked as an emergency preparedness manager from August 2012 until April of 2017. According to state auditors, Lee used Coconino County's credit card to make 237 purchases on personal items like electronics, camping products, tools, and weight loss supplements. Well, in other news, want to see something truly special? Well, the full moon will be passing through Earth's shadow, resulting in a partial lunar eclipse unlike anything some have we've seen in hundreds of years. Finally, a lunar eclipse worth setting the alarm for. We're talking about a nearly total lunar eclipse, 97% coverage early tomorrow morning. Now, this lunar eclipse is especially welcome because in the past few years, we've had a bizarre series of penumbral lunar eclipses, the kind where the full moon doesn't change its appearance. Well, we've been stuck with one after another of these nothing burger events, and when a genuine visible lunar eclipse finally did happen this last May, it wasn't visible from virtually the entire U.S. and Canada. But tomorrow morning, our luck changes. We finally get the real deal. This is a fabulously odd eclipse set to coincide with the full beaver moon. It's technically a partial lunar eclipse. The sun, the earth, and the moon are lined up in almost perfect alignment so that the moon passes through the earth's shadow and turns dark. However, what's unusual in the case of this partial eclipse is that it will be up to 97% covered by the earth's shadow, almost total. Now, at 97% coverage, this is an unusually deep partial eclipse and almost total. A tiny bit of sunlight will strangely hit a small piece of the moon, and it will look like a brightly lit polar cap on an otherwise red sphere. So, what time is the lunar eclipse? Well, this lunar eclipse, again, is worth setting the alarm for, and you'll probably need to. The first dot of the Earth's shadow will start touching the moon at about 12:19 a.m. local time early tomorrow morning. The moon will be high in the sky. For the next hour and a half, the moon will get increasingly blacked out until at very nearly 2 a.m. local time, the eclipse will reach its maximum. So that's the sweet spot, the early hours of Friday morning. And again, with the moon now lowish in the west at that time of the morning and looking distinctly reddish since Earth casts a red shadow into space. Well, coming up in Rim Country weather, it looks like you'll be able to see that eclipse fine. There shouldn't be too many clouds in the way. It'll be dry and near-seasonable conditions along with breezy afternoon winds. That's what's expected to finish out our work week. But there may possibly be some precipitation in the forecast as well. A complete look at your 7-day forecast is coming up next. You're watching Rim Country News. Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. Same stop, different horses since 1916. Jake started out as an Arizona stage stop over 100 years ago, and some pretty interesting folks have been stopping by ever since. Coming up Saturday, November 20th at Jake's, 2 amazing solo concert performances. First, in the afternoon, it's Billy Don Burns. Not familiar with the name? Well, have you ever heard of Willie Nelson, Johnny Paycheck, Mel Tillis, Merle Haggard, and Sammy Kershaw? They have all recorded this man's songs, and it's going to be an amazing concert event. But there's more. Also on November 20th in the evening, it's Layla Tucker. Layla brings a unique blend of traditional country music reminiscent of legendary artists such as Loretta Lynn and Patsy Cline, with the vocal prowess of new country music favorite Casey Musgraves. And that shouldn't come as any surprise, as she was raised around it. Her mom just happens to be Tanya Tucker. You're not going to want to miss this special musical event in the Old West setting of Jake's Corner. On Highway 188, just east of the Beeline Highway, it's Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. Same stop, different horses since 1916.
Hi, I'm Michael Dowling with the Old County Inn and Pinewood Tavern. So we've been using True Lucas and Brandt probably for the last 4 years. They've been really awesome to work with, Amy and Marguerite. They do everything now from pretty much all of our payroll needs, pay all of our taxes. They even help us on Fridays to pick up our checks, which is great since they're local. But I pretty much use them for everything. They've been awesome to work with, and they take off all the things I don't have to worry about as far as taxes go, so I can concentrate on my business. But as for now, they're pretty much doing all of my personal taxes, all of our payroll needs, all of our business taxes, and very affordable and just awesome to work with, and they're local. So we really appreciate them, and they've been a great partner with us so far.
Well, taking a look now at your Rim Country 7-day weather forecast, heights begin to rise slightly today across northern Arizona as a weak ridge begins to build in the wake of a departing trough. Now, more zonal flow then ensues on Friday as the ridge degrades. Late Friday and into the weekend, a short wave passes just to the north with mainly zonal flow remaining over Arizona and an upper-level jet maximum sitting just to the north. Well, what you can expect anyway is breezy afternoon conditions are expected to develop as a result of all that starting on Friday and into the weekend. Dry weather with near normal to slightly above normal temperatures are also expected for much of the upcoming weekend. Now, another short wave drops southward in the wake of the previous one on Sunday, which then is absorbed into a developing upper-level low off the California coast. Now, breezy conditions remain in the forecast on Sunday, along with slightly cooler temperatures. Heights briefly begin to rise early next week as a ridge over the Rockies begins to amplify as the upper-level low propagates eastward into the southwest. Now, as a result, lighter winds will return on Monday, with temperatures warming slightly Monday and Tuesday. Now, by the middle of next week, heights fall once again as the upper-level low approaches and merges with a long-wave trough over the northern Great Basin. Now, breezy conditions return and temperatures rise to cool to near normal for this time of year. Now, precipitation chances also begin to increase. However, GEFS and EPS forecast ensemble guidance is still quite bullish on much in terms of accumulating precipitation. So, bottom line is confidence is low at this time as far as precip. Nevertheless, there is a slight chance for rain and snow across the high country towards the middle of the upcoming week. Meanwhile, highs and lows around Rim Country today, well, they should be looking something like this. Here in Payson, it'll be sunny with a few light breezes and an expected high near 65 degrees. Tonight, it'll be partly cloudy with a low around 37. Up on top of the rim at Clintswell, well, they'll top out at about 57 for a high today, and their low up there tonight on top of the rim, dropping down to near 28 degrees, so kind of chilly up there. Now, down south in the deserts of Tonto Basin, well, it looks like it's just going to be another beautiful day down there today. As a matter of fact, their forecast high expected to be right at 75 degrees and a mild low tonight, dropping down to around 46. And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great Friday Eve.